If you like my content and you feel you've received value from it, feel free to donate whatever value you feel you've received. Your donations help me to keep doing what I love and to create better shit. Thanks for the support. I feel compelled to write about the SA National Road Champs that concluded yesterday with the elite race. The reason I feel especially compelled is because it took place in Pretoria, my hometown. The route was basically 10-kilometer laps around the Union buildings with 2 ascents of the famous Tom Jenkins climb in the final 2 laps. The distance was 162 kilometers with 1,800 meters of climbing. Even though the total climbing was not that much, the climbing that was done was intense. The climbs are short and punchy, and the final ascents of Tom Jenkins would have hurt a lot after 3.5 hours. Tom Jenkins averages 9% for 850 meters, but what makes it especially tough is the rough concrete surface. I can see that it hurts a lot because Daryl's time was 20 seconds slower up there than my personal best of 2 minutes and 19 seconds. This is where he launched his attack to get the win. In most cases, the national champs are won on the final lap by launching on the last climb of the day. We also see this pattern in the world champs. The race was basically dictated by Team Dimension data, as they had a full squad. It was literally Daryl versus Dimension data. I participated in this scenario and experienced it firsthand back in the 2016 national champs, where I got 7th. Daryl was riding for Michelton Scott, and Louis Meintjes was riding for Lampre Merida at the time. At least then, he had a semi-teammate in the form of Louis. Daryl defied the odds this year and managed to solo to victory, putting a solid 25 seconds into Ryan Gibbons, also known as Gibbo, who finished 2nd. Stefan de Poort got 3rd, a few seconds behind Ryan. I am glad that Stefan posted his power data on Strava because it provides a lot of insight to how hard the race was. Stefan weighs 67 kilos and his normalized power for 3 hours and 55 minutes was an impressive 312 watts. This means that he is able to hold over 4.6 watts per kilogram for 4 hours if he paced his ride evenly without coasting. His average power was 250 watts, so that corresponds to a variability index of a whopping 1.25. This means that the race had plenty of accelerations. His max power was also good at 1,154 watts. On the final ascent of Tom Jenkins, he averaged only 412 watts, which is 6.15 watts per kilo, for 2 minutes and 48 seconds, which shows how demanding the race was. Daryl did a bit more, as his time up the climb was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It is interesting to note that Reinoud Janssen van Rensburg, aka The Beast, has the fastest time up this climb on Strava at a blazing 2 minutes and 10 seconds. His power output on that day was 632 watts at 74 kilos, which corresponds to 8.54 watts per kilogram. Well done to Daryl Impey for claiming a 2nd national title and an incredible 8th time trial title. No one can say that the man is not on fire, having won Tour Down Under for the 2nd time a few weeks ago too.